Hey guys, this is Naveen here. Welcome back to Naveen Automation Labs. So you must have seen in the thumbnail also that how to handle this 90 days notice period. Again, this question is back to me every year, every month. Someone is asking this question that Naveen, how to handle it, especially in India where service-based companies are having 3 months of notice period, 90 days of notice period, or like this is really terrible. I totally understand that because of this thing, you are not getting much opportunities. But from my side, I'm not saying this is the 100% solution, but from my side, professionally, what exactly you can do and little bit manipulatively and what kind of a strategy that you are going to use it here, that I'm going to show you here, that how to handle 90 days notice period. See, first of all, that your preparation must be like amazingly great. That doesn't matter that, okay, 90 days or 60 days. Your preparation must be really good because when you give the interviews, your impression, the kind of uh, interview that you are giving, the kind of answers, explanations, the knowledge that you are sharing at a time of interview, that is, you have to impress the interviewer. So that if it is 90 days notice period or 60 days notice period, also, they don't have any choice to negotiate with you. They don't have any choice that, okay, no, we are not going to with this particular candidate because your interview is really great. You have showcased your skill and you have proved yourself that I'm the best person, I'm the best candidate for this particular profile, right? For this particular job description that you have mentioned over here, for this particular job role. So your preparation must be better. You must like you have to be different from others. So that's why the way, because you are getting 3 months of notice period, somewhere you have to justify that, somewhere you have to negotiate. So this is your the most important negotiation skills, that your preparation must be up to the mark. It's very well presented at a time of interview, right? So I'll say the interview preparation is very important here, right? So interview prep, that is the first point I will highlight here. Second thing, whenever you are applying for interviews, let's see, for any job, and you're sending the email or discussing with the HR managers or HR recruiters or anything, mention that, okay, yeah, I can manage in 30 to 45 days or 30 to 40 days, although my official notice period is 90 days, but I'll try my best. We have seen certain examples, okay, in my previous companies where people are getting released in 45 days or maybe 30 to 45 days. I'll try my best to get released in 30 to 45 to 60 days instead of 90 days. So if you're mentioning it, that they also understand, yes, you are actually putting your efforts, you might get released in 30 days or 1 month or 1.5 months or 60 days, right? And if it is not possible, in the worst case scenario, I'll try my best to get released obviously before 90 days, but it will not obviously go beyond the 90 days. Make sure that your preparation is good, your feedback at the time of interview was really great. So these things, that is the second part when you are applying for the interviews or any job openings or something like that, and when you're discussing with the HRs or recruiters, mention that 30, 45, 60 days I can join. You don't need to mention within 10 days or 15 days I can join, until unless your notice period is 1 month or 15 days or you're already in the notice period. Okay, we are coming on that point also there. Third thing is that I would like to highlight that if you are in the service based company, in service based company, what we have, right? In service based company, we have the concept of bench, right? There is a bench or benching, right? Or maybe you just try to switch to some other project where you are not that critical, your dependency is very less, so try to switch to some other maybe other projects where dependency is very less. So in that case, you can handle it. But now, because in this particular project you have very less dependency, maybe if you are giving the resignation, you can talk to your manager or your reporting manager that hey, I really want to get it released, because generally if you are not billable, let's see, if you are in the service based company, and because this problem comes in the service based company only, let's see, you are in the bench or on the bench and you're 90 days notice period, but and you are not billable also, right? And you are not working for any specific client or something, or you are very new in some project, or maybe after 1 month and 2 month you will be on the billing, then in that case you can negotiate. Then you can talk to your manager, your hiring manager, I mean, sorry, your reporting manager and the HR that, okay, I want to get it released, right? So in that case, some companies, they agree on that. This person is already on the bench. Okay, fine. So let me release that person. So they just simply say, okay, for the formality, let's see, 30 to 45 days, you just need to survive, get the notice. And then after 30 days or after 45 or 60 days, you can release from the company, from the project. So this process also, you can easily do that. If you are very new in some project, obviously you are not billable immediately. So in that case, that also you can do it. So this is what I have seen in the some service-based companies. Some people, they use this particular approach because you have worked with some really good projects, and after that you say that, okay, I really want to switch, or maybe you are already in bench. Then in that case, you can go with this particular approach as well. Fourth thing I'll say, that the future employer that the company is actually hiring for, that employer, that you can just negotiate with them. But for that, what I told you, for that, the most important thing is, so here I'm talking about, let's see, the future HR guy or the recruiter or your whatever the manager, right, is here. So make sure that, okay, your prep is really, really good. And then your interview feedback is also really great, right? Then generally they won't leave these kind of candidates, right? So you negotiate with them that, hey, my notice period is 90 days, but I'll try my best to get released in 30 to 45 days. And I've already discussed with my current manager in my current company, and I'm trying my best to, whatever the deliveries or whatever the deliverables I'm having in my bucket, and whatever the responsibility that I'm having it, I have to give the KT to some other guy or some new guy. So talk to them practically, that try to understand my situation as well, that I'm very, very critical resource. So with this thing, with this approach, you are actually, solving two things. You are not only giving the impression that, okay, I'm so critical here in this particular project, that's why I'm a very genuine resource, you are hiring a right candidate. Second thing is that you're giving the hope also to them that, okay, fine, I can get released in 30 to 45 days, and I can join you after 45 days or 30 days, right? So here you can talk to them. I'm very critical resource in my, okay, in this particular project. It's been around 4 years or 5 years in this particular project. And then it's not that, okay, randomly I just, give the notice period, and I just put my paper and resignation, then next day they will release, on after 10 days they will release. But I have so many information with me that I have to make sure that, okay, we are hiring a right candidate in time. Plus, we are giving the KT also, we are giving the knowledge transfer to the new guy or whatever the replacement is available. First, we have to find out the replacement, and then we have to give a KT also, knowledge transfer, training, everything. And then I have to make sure that, okay, I have delivered everything from my side, and then only they will release it to me. So this approach is a better approach, instead of saying that, no, I'm just into this particular trap. Okay, instead of saying that, yes, I have some responsibilities, let me fulfill those things, and let me just deliver all the KTs and everything to the new guy, and then after that I'll just start immediately. I'll get released. I'll try my best to get released in 30 to 45 or 60 days, whatever the specific number. Instead of saying 90 days, you can say that here. See, I'm not saying this is 100% solution, guys, but these are the tricks or manipulative skills that you can easily use it at a time of interview. This is my personal suggestion here. And the last option, I'll tell you one thing, that, let's see, and the company that you are looking for, right, after 90 days, let's see, or after 60 days, maybe that offer is not that great. You are still confused. You're not liking that company. And then you are always confused because, let's say, you're working in some really good product company, and there's a small company, and suddenly something happens with this company. Maybe they are canceling out your offer. Could be possible. Or maybe the company is, because I have seen personally in my career where I supposed to join a company, and the company was bankrupt. It was very small startup. The idea was really great, but it could not survive in the market. And then before my joining itself, the company got shut down. Although the package, the salary, the designation was really great, because I was also very new in the market that time. Then I got realized, okay, I don't have any offer, right? But in that case, what you can do, once you have, let's say, 30 days or 60 days or 90 days notice period, make sure that, okay, you are having, at least in this kind of situation, have had at least one or two backup. It happens, guys, especially in the startup world. It happens. You never know that, okay, there's a startup today is working fine. After 1 month, they suddenly started firing people. I have personally seen those companies in my career in Gurgaon. Trust me. Right. So one or two backup, you should have it. The advantage here is that, let's see, you only 15 days left in your notice period. Right. And now it's a golden opportunity for you. 15, 20 days. You can easily tell that I can join within 10 days. I can join within 15 days or within 2 weeks. Then some really good opportunities or good offers, you can easily capture it over here within these, 2 to 3 weeks of time. So keep this thing in your mind also, that if you are not happy, that company is not that doing great, or maybe you just compromised in terms of compensation and everything, because you had to resign in your previous company so that you can get out of this 90 days of trap, but you are still not happy with the new company that you got the offer. After 15-20 days, only once the 15-20 days are left, then you can just easily get some really good offers. It's absolutely fine. You have to be a little selfish over here. Some people say that, okay, no, once we are committed, okay, with the one company, when we have said yes to that particular company, then we have to, they are also waiting for 90 days, but they are also giving these kind of excuses and everything, right? That, okay, company is not doing great, or maybe that account is closed. You must have seen these kind of stories also, that, okay, they are giving a notice and sending the email that your offer is cancelled out because we don't have any opportunity and this particular position is closed. Then what will you do in that case? Right now you are in the middle of nowhere. Then this company that you have already resigned, and this company has already cancelled out the offer, then in that case again you are in a panic situation. So better always take a backup of 1 or 2 day. In 1 or 2 backups, you should always have it in your bucket. That's just my personal suggestion to you guys, right? And then the another thing I would like to advise here, that guys, critical until unless that you are going some really big shot company, or some really good position or something like that, then it's fine, because then maybe 2 or 3 months of notice period, then it makes sense. But let's see, if you are going some good companies where 1 month of notice period, that is more than enough. 1 month or maximum 45 to 60 days, this is also fine. But 3 months of notice period, or 90 days, or 4 months of notice period is really, really bad. Again, you are in the same trap, right? This is not like just for the sake of changing the company. I'm doing this. So if the 1 month notice period is there, then only I will join that particular company. So consider this is as a very important factor, right? This is one of the important factors, along with your salary, along with your designation and other things also here. Because again, you are in the same trap. Again, after that, let's say after 2-3 years, you really want to switch, then the same problem that you have to face it over there. So read out all your, options in your offer letter, right? And then on the basis of take a decision here. Second thing, another thing that I would like to highlight over here is that maybe some companies are having the buyout option, right? We are so hesitant to have the buyout option. Or maybe if you have any, the leaves which are already there in your quota, so you can use those leaves also. You can just compromise your leaves, or buyout options are available. Let's see, after 2 months you can say, okay, yeah, 1 month of buyout, right? 1 month of buyout, you can easily take it, and then you just need to survive only for 1 month. Let's say 2 months of notice period, and then you have around, let's say, 30 days of leaves. Then in that case also, the straightforward 30 days will be completely gone, and then only 1 month is left over here in your notice period. So that also, the buyout and the leaves also, please read out your offer letter and take some suggestion from your seniors or from the HR. Talk to the HR, and then, can I do something like this? If it is possible, then please use the buyout option and the leaves options also here. Don't do all these things. Okay, this is what, avoid it. Don't, I'll write, don't do. What are don'ts? The first thing is that don't resign without offers. This is my personal suggestion. Some people, what they do, that Naveen, I don't have any offer and I'm still going to resign. Don't do that. What is the guarantee that are you going to, what is the guarantee that you are going to get the job after, you don't have any offer, and you don't have any offer in hand, and then you resigned because you were so frustrated with the 90 days of notice period and everything, and then you resigned? No, don't do that. There is no guarantee that after 6 months or 1 year also it might take, that you are not getting job. If you see the current market situation, that every day the market is getting changed, so in that case, make sure that without any offer, you are not resigning it. Avoid it. I totally understand that, okay, in a current company, the toxic culture, politics, manager is not supporting me, there is no promotion, there is no increment in my salary, or everything will be there, but still, offer is offer, right? The job is job. Every month you are getting some salary, some perks over there, so that you can easily survive in the market, right? You can just take care of your family and everything. So make sure that, okay, don't resign without offers. If it's still in that situation that you are totally into the trap, and your manager is really bad, and then totally toxic culture in the team or everything, in that case, what you can do here, in that case, I would advise, the second thing here is, you know at least 6 months of, generally I don't give these kind of advice, but 6 months of financials you are having it. Okay, 6 months of cash that you are easily survive, because you never know in the Indian market or in any market, right, where you are not getting the offers, you are not getting the job for next 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, then what will you do? So make sure that, okay, 6 months of financial that you can easily survive. And then for next 6 months also, if you're not getting the job, you can take care of it. So make sure that, okay, you're having 6 months of saving in your pocket, in your bank. So this is the advice. It's very, very personal choice, guys. It's totally up to you. But this is my personal choice that, okay, 6 months of financials, you should at least have it in your bucket, in your bank. Then only you should resign. Otherwise, without offers, it's my personal suggestion that please don't do that ever. Don't get into those kind of unnecessary discussions or heated argument with the HR, or don't abandon the company without the notice period, right? Because otherwise it's a relationship that you are ruining with the HR, with the previous company. It might impact you in the background verification. Then you do the background verification, right? So in that case, it could be a problem here. So background verification is very important. So they will talk to your previous employer, previous HR manager, maybe, or previous manager. And then if they are giving them a negative feedback or wrong feedback about you, then it could be a problem. So make sure that, okay, you are not ruining a relationship with their current manager, current HR, or current company. Okay, gracefully, smoothly, professionally, please try to tackle these kind of situations. Some people, they just randomly abandon, and then they don't even give the laptop back to them, or the whatever the system that you are having it, or next day onward, okay, I'm not coming, and then you are not picking their phones, nothing. This is very, very bad. It will impact your career like anything. Especially with the background verification, you will be screwed up completely. So don't do any kind of chaos with the previous manager and the HR. This is very, very important point here. I really want to highlight here. So please don't do all these things over here, right? Be professional. Strategically, you have to handle this kind of situation where the notice period of 90 days we are having it. So how to tackle it? I'm not saying this is a 100% solution, but whatever we can do professionally or strategically or manipulatively at the time of interview, we can give that. And first important point that I told you, the interview preparation, which is like extremely important here. If your interview feedback is really great, then everything is fine. People are, or companies are craving for these kind of resources who are really good, technically good. They understand what exactly the system is all about. They understand the technology, they understand whatever the, okay, you are looking, whatever they are looking for according to the job description, you are the best candidate for this particular job. And then I'm sure they are going to wait for 90 days also in that case, and they are ready to negotiate with respect to your notice period also in that case. They're ready to take the buyout options also in that case, if your preparation and if you are the right candidate for them, right? So this is what a small thing that I really want to highlight. This is my suggestion. What do you think? How to tackle 90 days, or if you really want to share your experience, please feel free to add in the comment section. It will help others also in that case. So that's all for this video. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and God bless you all, guys.